Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Tuesday, April 18th, 2023 by Gaia Blooming. I'm Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I am what I am and that is okay. And here we are building into the eclipse. Technically today is our last day before the eclipse. Although we have to get through the majority of our Wednesday before we hit the eclipse. But today feels like it is cloudy with a chance of meatballs. It's a spicy day with a chance of emotional flares coming out. So the astro today is overall quiet, not too many connections happening. We do still have Saturn connecting to the nodes, which is giving us a chance to cycle out old situations, cycle out old karma, cycle out things that maybe we've been afraid of, areas we've been afraid to step up that are keeping us from fully being able to lean into our values. So keep that in mind because that's some potent energy working in the background. But the moon continuing now in Aries, building to this eclipse, with the moon consulting Venus and Gemini today. And then we have a square with Mars. Moon-Mars squares and Moon-Mars conjunctions always bring the chance of emotional flares, the chance of temper tantrum energy. Moon in Aries. Somebody sent me what it was. Humidity's rising because it's going to rain men from my intensity's rising. But moon in Aries, that intensity is still rising. The barometric pressure of this moon is rising. And as it connects to Mars in Cancer, Mars is ready to let it rain. And it's going to rain whatever you've been trying to hold back within you. Now, it's really interesting. I always love to hear from people what they're experiencing as the astro pressures rise. So for me, I am not somebody who deals with back pain. My back has been hurting. I've actually been hearing from others that is similar. I've heard of migraines. Joe was dealing with panic attacks. Wolf is extra naughty, extra naughty. So how this is going to show up in people is going to be different. Some people may get a little bit more emotional. The song that was playing right before doing this was Twist and Shout by the Beatles. And I think we all need a little twist and shout. We need to move these energies through our body because otherwise you will be on the floor temper tantruming, which, let's be fair, if that's what you need, that's what you need. And that's kind of the energy that's coming through. Now, this isn't a call or an excuse to go out there and go crazy, and yet we're all human. We're all feeling a lot, and sometimes in ways that do not harm ourselves or others, we need to let it rip. And I encourage you to let that energy move through you in the least harmful ways possible. And so that Moon-Mars connection may build that. Now that Moon-Venus connection is actually really lovely. Venus is like hyping up the moon, but Venus in Gemini is like, come on and express yourself, moon. What do you have to say? So one way or another, that expression is needing to come out. Now, one last thing, because in the background of all of this, Mercury is at the degree it's going retrograde at. It's stationing. I kind of rebel against astro terms sometimes because I want to make it easier to understand. So Mercury's at 15 degrees, where it's going to retrograde at on the 21st. It is bringing the mischief. And so you may be more likely to experience this mischief in this energy. I will tell you, experienced a lot of that. One last thing. Watch for burning things. Watch your fire. this is maybe not a time for lighting candles so much. Like, put your sacred things in water, right? Like, water is your friend. There's been a lot of burning energy in all of this. So, we'll be back tomorrow with the eclipse scope. But for now, here we are in the experience and the growth. And the growth and the experience is you letting yourself be who you are without worrying what that's going to look like. And that's part of reclaiming our I am selves. That's part of reclaiming our innocence. That's part of reclaiming this energy that we're building to in the eclipse. The I am and I am worthy, and you are worthy even when you're on your hands and knees throwing a temper tantrum, right? Here we have the courage card. Did I have it the other day? I feel like I've been pulling this courage card a lot in this energy. Again, the courage to embrace these lessons, the courage to embrace your innocent self without comparison. So you may see people who are seemingly sail through. I always say when we have big astro energy, there are some people who go through completely unscathed. Like, did something happen? What? And those are the people holding up the sky. I feel like we all hold up the sky, but at various times things happen and we take our hands down. So some people can hold up the sky, hold up the vibes, while others feel the temper tantrum. So the final card is the ripeness. And the universe is saying, like, even if you don't think that you're ready for this next layer, this energy that's moving through, you're ready. You've got this. Show up for you. You can do it. So that is it for today. You can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and honor your values.